sharing music with people. How could you describe this phenomenon called music?
Oh wow, that's a very difficult question because I'm still discovering what music is. Music is definitely sound. It's rhythm. It's energy. But it's also so many things that I don't know what it is yet. You know, I'm like I said, I'm discovering what music is. But for me, music is sound. It's more than just scales and chords and pitch. Music is a feeling. It has so many. Music is life. So if you ask me what music is really life. Sound is everything. There's nothing in this world that doesn't exist without sound. Air. You hear the air go by? Sound. Back there in the kitchen, clean, 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 sound. But along with sound comes something called rhythm. You know, I can do this. And it makes a sound, but it also makes a rhythm. Everything has rhythm and sound in it. So your body has to become like this internal force, mechanism that gives you sound, rhythm, and energy.
So saxophone is an extremely difficult musical instrument, as it is based on human breathing.
Yes.
And it demands a full body participation, isn't it like that?
Good lungs, you know. You have to be able to breathe deeply, and it takes endurance, yes. But you know, life is endurance. To walk from here to the market takes breathing. It takes air. Saxophone was just an extension of my body. You know, I put my energy into the instrument. The instrument can do nothing without me, other than sit there.
Yes, that is true. And tell us about the hidden charm of this instrument. Why saxophone?
I don't know why so many people think that the saxophone is such a... Well, maybe it's because it has so many different timbres. I can make the saxophone sound very pretty. I can make it sound very aggressive, very loud, very soft. And those are human aspects. So being that I can take and make the saxophone do so many things that I can do without, you know, just naturally with my own self, that I think people can relate to that and they feel the connection. And no two saxophone players have the same sound, which is beautiful. Just like no two humans sound exactly the same.
Craig, you had a very important collaboration. We should definitely mention Ray Charles, Akira Tana, Art Blakey, Tom Harrell, George Coleman. What would you like to share with us from your experiences?
All friends,
with,
all teachers. You know, I still have to pinch myself and just ask myself, how was I so lucky, so blessed to be able to be around some of the world's greatest artists and musicians. And to this day, I still don't believe that I've had some of the collaborations that I've had over the years, especially with Ray Charles. A long time, you know, somewhere around 15, 16 years of working with him up till his death. And it was like going to school every day.
Do you miss him?
Yeah, he still.
Miss your moments on stage?
I miss moments on stage, and you know, he left me with a legacy. Though he left me with understanding that you have to play from the heart every moment. And you know, we played a lot of big venues where I traveled and played for thousands of people night after night after night. I've seen some incredible places due to my travels with Ray and other musicians. So, you know, yes, there is a part of me that miss not being in that environment anymore. But just like the weather changes, times change.
Everything changes.
So I had my time with him, and now it's time to move on.
As I'm listening to you saying that, I think that music is a path by itself. And that path includes other paths inside. Did you found your unique, your special own frequency in music? In speaking, of course, in a metaphorical way.
Have I found my own frequency in music?
You know,
I'm still trying to discover what that. Well, I have my own sound on the instrument, but I'm still trying to find my path. Musically, I'm still an open door. I'm not closed-minded. I love jazz. It's in my blood. It runs through my veins. But I open to playing funk music, and I play flute. I play classical flute. I play clarinet. So I like music. And if it's a challenge and it's something that I can learn from and enjoy, then I welcome that path of wherever it takes me.
Talking about jazz, the root of jazz is not a simple case, of course. It is originated at the beginning of 20th century.
Yes.
It has to do with blue notes, it has to do with improvising, syncopation and multi-polyrhythms. How easy it is to communicate with other cultures, for example, Mediterranean Sea and the sounds coming from the Asian Minor. Is it easy to contact with different cultures and find something in common?
Oh, of course. I mean, here in Greece there's an incredible amount of rhythm. Quite different than what we are accustomed to in America. When I say rhythm, time signatures, beats, but there's rhythm. So I can take that rhythm with the Greek musicians and we can put things together and fuse it together and create something that becomes jazz. Because jazz is part improvisation, I believe, and also part written music. You have to have structure of some sort. If everything is free, then you can't really label it if it's totally free. But for me personally, there has to be some type of melody or some type of harmony and melody that connects everyone in order to take that one idea and build off of it. So I think it's very important as an improviser, if you're going to play jazz, one needs to really do some studying. You know, in order to play any type of music successfully, it takes study. You have to understand the basic elements of music, rhythm, harmony, and then you can become free. You know, a bird doesn't fly until it knows how to move its wings. You know, so everything is evolution. You learn the basics, and then you decide what you want to do with the music.
It has to do with freedom, and all modern art needs profound education,
yes.
as you mentioned, to be able to lead you in this infinite field of freedom.
Yes.
And how easy is to be a musician?
Well, for me, I think if you're going to be a musician full-time like myself, you have to be doing many things. I teach at a university in Canada. I do gigs back in New York and around the world. I mean, I'm here in Greece right now. I'm constantly connecting with people. I'm writing music for myself, for other people, arranging music. I think it's all a combination of everything that gives one the ability to become a full-time musician.
Personally, I wanted to thank you for giving me the opportunity to play and spend next to you yesterday on stage. That was a great honor for me.
The pleasure was all mine.
I would like to thank you, Craig, for sharing your talent with us.
Thank you.
Αγαπητοί φίλοι του Δημοτικού Ραδιοφώνου Θεσσαλονίκης FM 100,6 και του Ιντερνετικού διαδικτυακού σταθμού STARCLASSIC RADIO, θα θέλαμε να σας ευχαριστήσουμε. Είμαι η Natassa Mare Moumtzidou και σας ευχόμαστε από καρδιάς, παρέα με τον Craig Bailey, μια μεγάλη ημέρα.
This is not about me. You know, my whole life has been trying to share as much as I can with people. I'm the luckiest guy in the world. Really, I am.